Hello. I would like to share with you my story of living with and then ridding myself of the diseases Crohn's and colitis. My name is Richard Berkeley, and these videos chronicle my journey to ultimately beat and heal myself of these very diseases. My wish now is to help you or others that suffer from these diseases by letting you know there are ways to heal this disease without surgery or medicine that in the end will not only rid you of these diseases, but improve your overall health tremendously. So thank you for watching.
Well, this is day 8 of the ongoing Waterfast, and thoughts and feelings for today are I didn't sleep that well the night before, and I've been pretty lethargic through most of the day. A little bit of I guess about measurements here. I'm down 17 pounds today since I began. And, the hunger has, I think I've mentioned before, abated, but it does, kind of return a bit in the evening. And, frankly, that could be, the stomach sort of contracting and maybe looking for something to eat, maybe not as direct hunger as a lot of times that we would perceive it when we're eating normally. On to some of the gruesome details. Those of you who don't want to hear them, you can tune out for this portion, but certainly a lot of things still coming out of the body in forms of mucus, and as well as out the backside, which are quite vile and smell really bad. So, amazingly haven't eaten anything for 8 days, but still producing things that are being ejected from my body, and hopefully, as it's described by the doctor, this is part of the healing process. So as well today, I want to remember to put some thanks out there, and one of the people I want to recognize is a guy named Michelle, and you can find his website at Yoga Yak. I'm not sure exactly how that is, and I've had to recall it from memory because I don't have internet access, but Michelle did a series of videos on his first water fast, and I think he got to 15 or 16 days, and he did it unmonitored, and certainly a courageous action in my mind. And really, I think at that 15 or 17 day mark, whatever it was, he definitely started to get somewhat nervous, and I think he probably quit the fast a bit early. And I guess why I like talking about him was because he returned and did another one. And just to do one is courageous, to do two even more, and and to do it unsupervised and to really not know what's going on, or having somebody to sort of help feed off of what's going on for you, I think takes a lot of courage. And anyways, I wanted to mention him because he was extremely helpful for me in order to take this journey, and allowing me the opportunity to see sort of his videos on a day-to-day basis. Even though I knew my journey would be different, and everyone is, in terms of what they're going to go through based on who they are and their needs in their body and those sorts of things. That really did give me, a good look at the flow, and it was going to be up and down, and certainly I've been experiencing that. So I want to put my thanks out to Michelle, who I think did a great job in sort of informing people and giving you some insight rather than maybe reading a text as to what it's like. So thanks, Michelle. The last thing I want to talk about today, and it's like I said, I'm going to try to add sort of something on the nutrition level every day. And that is, I want to talk about a pretty brilliant natural doctor I'd met a number of years back. And the reason I want to talk about him is because he gave me some pretty simple answers that made a lot of simple sense. And I was asking him about diet and, what's really appropriate. And he says, really it's simple for everybody to ask that, or to answer that question. And he says, you find out where your ancestors were from, and then you look at they were eating 100 and 150 years ago before there was any processing. And that'll tell you what your body has evolved to eat efficiently. And so, my roots are Northern European, meaning, northern fruits, pears, plums, peaches, the root vegetables that were around at the time. They were probably eating small game, birds, And occasionally I'm sure there was a big kill involved, which might have been venison or deer. So, your body should really have no trouble at digesting those particular foods. And ultimately, we're a product of evolution like everything else. And it's taken thousands of years for our digestive systems to, develop to what it is we eat. And then in the last 150, we totally turned the world upside down on its head and started producing things that, quite frankly, your body, mine, and your parents and or your children from here have had no time to adapt to. And certainly that's why I see that we're certainly having a lot of problems now. Now, once again, I don't expect anybody to take anything I say as gospel. I think you do your research and, you inform yourself, you educate, and, you give yourself the power through knowledge. But, quite simply, if you were born in El Salvador and you look around what your ancestors were eating, you'd probably see a dramatic difference in terms of, your ability to digest citrus versus mine and those sorts of things. So it's just a little bit of common sense. And if you're having some struggles out there and you're not feeling that good, if you just want sort of a general easy rule of thumb, maybe have a look back and, once again, do the research and get as much education and knowledge as you can in order to help improve your life and your lifestyle and maybe the years that you live and, the quality of life that you have with you and your family. So those are my thoughts, and, you're free to take them or leave them. So that's it for today, and I'll be reporting back tonight, or not tonight, but tomorrow night, as to how the next day goes. So thank you very much.
Thank you for watching my video. If you found this helpful or informative, please come to my website at www.colitisandcrohnsdisease.com, where you will also receive a free gift. Thank you.